What is happening, guys? It is your friendly therapist here, Thompson, and I wanted to do another video for you guys today about something that I think is very difficult for couples to grasp, and it is the concept of space. You know, a lot of times when we're in the dating game, we're trying to decrease that space. You know, we're always by each other's homes. We're always calling one another, we're texting one another on a consistent basis. But sometimes you find that we get so close to our spouse, we don't actually allow them a moment to have their individuality. What do I mean when I say that? When you're too close to a person or you're too close to something, right? Your perspective is very limited. Right now, as you see me looking at my hand, my perspective is very, very limited. All I can see is what's in front of me. This same principle is what's happening in your relationships too. When you're too close to that person, you don't allow them to have a mood without responding to their mood with your own. This is not good because it means that you tend to take things more personally than you should. For example, let's say that a man is really trying his best to make the relationship work. He's working, he's buying her gifts for her birthday and for the anniversaries, and he's trying to be sweet. But let's just say he's doing it in a way that the woman just does not feel. She doesn't connect with it in the way that he's doing it. So the woman says something like, you know what? I don't know if you really are interested in me. I don't know if I feel that from you. The guy says, now, how could you say that? Do you not see everything that I've been doing already? Do you not pay attention to the little things that I'm trying to do, the sacrifices that I'm making so the money is going to be available for us to do things? He is so close to her, he isn't able to realize that this is just what she is feeling. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're not doing something. It just means that this individual isn't feeling it. You have to ask the question, why? Now, this is where a lot of us get into arguments because we get so personal with that. We get so defensive. We start calling names. We start getting petty. We become passive aggressive. Why? All we have to do is create enough healthy space to say, okay, person A is going through something right now. Let me allow them some room so that they can go through their mood, so that they can go through their bad day, so that they can have their feelings without any judgment. You need to allow people to do that in your relationship, because when you do not allow people to have their own feelings, moods, comments, whatever, you rob them of their individual rights. And sometimes in relationships we are too close, you know. If you can't have your own mood, or you can't voice certain opinions on things, or you can't come home from work, right, after having a bad day, people yelling at you, customers and clients are just doing the most. If you can't have a bad day without it being a problem, then maybe you don't have enough healthy space in your relationship. I'm not saying you need to be so far apart that you don't have empathy, okay? I need y'all to pay attention to that. When you're too far apart, you actually create too much space. You actually are so far away, you can't empathize with what your spouse is going through because you're not connected to it at all. So if your spouse comes home and they say, listen, I have a rough day, they say, yeah, we all have rough days. Listen, that's specific to that person. Yeah, we know everybody has rough days, but that person is trying to confide in you. That person is trying to communicate to you that specifically something's going on with me and I'd like to have you present. So you can't be too far away to the point when you don't empathize with what they're going through, but you don't want to be so close that you don't allow them to have their own individuality. Listen, man, I hope you guys got the gist of it. If not, you can always leave a comment or a question down below and I'll try my best to get to it, man. If you or someone you know needs some private therapy, tell them to hit me up, 356-7983 or 4. Private sessions, all confidential. I'm here for you, man. Give it a like and share. Thank you all so much. Take care.